Hey everybody. Um so um as y'all can see, I'm back and I told y'all I'm coming back often. I just got out the shower though, so I'm about to just moisturize my face while I'm talking to y'all about my viewpoints on abuse. Um from what I just heard, first let me say that this is my cream that I'm putting on my face. Like a night cream when I get out the shower. But from what I just heard, um, we're gonna get into a couple of things. We're gonna get into a couple of things. Um, so as I was saying, my viewpoint today is gonna be about abuse. Okay, it's gonna be about abuse and all type of abuse. Um, abuse come from families, domestic violence and relationships. You know, stuff like that. I just don't want to look dry on camera. Let me get this in real quick. Okay, so a lot of people out here today is going through different types of abuse. If it's physically, if it's mentally, if it's domestic violence. Um, Me personally, I despise abuse. I despise it, I despise it. Um, Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I despise abuse, for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. But the biggest reason that I despise any type of abuse is because it can lead to like literally the grave. You know what I mean? And as we can see, abuse can come from a lot of places um, today, meaning from your spouse, you know, the police, you know, the government, anywhere, yourself. People can physically, mentally abuse themselves. Um, all right, now I'm good because I just got out the shower and stuff, so just had to be a little bit moisturized from my little cucumber stuff, and then we good to go. Because I know y'all like she need to get into it. I'm getting into it. Here's the thing. Um, I've seen lots of abuse. I've seen lots of abuse. I've been through abusive situations. So when it comes down to someone being abused, I can like truly understand. Um, there's a lot of women who, let's talk about women first because I am a woman. Um, I was raised by women, mostly all women. Um, so when it come down to women, like not only do I have a soft spot, but like I can relate in like multiple ways. And one of the biggest people that's out here being abused is women. Um, of course, we all know it's not right and things like that, but it's happening. I think that I know that people that are being abused should try to find some type of help, anywhere, for themselves. Because one thing I always say is like, it's one thing when you're getting abused, but when you're getting abused, people that love you also get abused too. You know what I mean? Like literally, because when someone really loves you, family member, spouse, whatever, I know everybody can feel the person pain that they love. So when you're going through something or being abused and you don't want to walk away from the relationship for whatever reason, um, and not saying that your reason is not understandable, but when you're being abused, understand that people that love you are being abused as well. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you got to get help. That's the biggest thing, because nobody, trust me, I know nobody doesn't want to lose someone due to um, due to someone being abused or violence or something like that. So you guys know, I wrote some topics down here in my YouTube book, and let's talk about kids, children. Um, children, a lot of people, you know, have been abused. It stems from the household. Sometimes you go other places, schools, churches, and they abuse you. But 9 times out of 10, it like stems from the household. You know what I mean? So as children, when children are being abused, once again, I can understand it can affect you. Like when people say like, oh, it's the past, it's the past. A lot of people, suffer through depression, anxiety, because that's like the wave now. Everybody in depression, anxiety, depression, it's like the wave. So, but a lot of people suffer from that due to due to being abused as a child. So, like, um, I just heard from from someone that look. Let me say this. Remember, I said that abuse can come from anywhere. Not just from family, not from, there's all different types of form of abuse. If it's being with drugs, if it's being from someone you don't know, whatever. When people do things, understand that it doesn't necessarily have to come directly full force back to you, but it can come through the people you love. So it's a lot of people out here abusing their rights, you know what I'm saying, from police to ground workers to everybody else, you know what I'm saying, um, against other people, doing like spiteful things to other people. Understand that when it starts happening to you and your family, then let me take these others up. Then it'll be different. Sometimes like people don't understand until it starts to happen to their families. And not saying that that's a good thing, or you know I'm telling anybody like, oh well, if they're doing this to your family and they didn't care about doing it, go out and do it to their family, and find their family to do it. But what I'm saying is, like, sometimes when people do things, they don't know that if it hits home and someone just reverses the same thing that you came and did upon them to your family and seek your family out to do that, then it's not gonna sit right. But I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but that's just real, you know? Like, I see some women, talk about like I be reading and I be like watching, and I see some women talking about, you know, um, things that they have going on as far as like abusive relationships and stuff like that. You know, to be in like a home or to be anywhere and to be, it's a lot of stress already in the world, a lot of pain. So to like literally allow another human being to put you through that for whatever reason is just like, it's lame. It's like extremely lame. And I just like, I don't know, the stuff I heard today, about certain cases that's going on today in the world and the COVID 200, what was it? It's, who is it, 200,000 people that has passed away now. And the stuff that I was just listening to today, it's crazy, It seems like lots and lots of abuse in every single way. In every single way. You know, what else did I put here? Oh, let's talk about men being abused. Um, I don't know. I'm sure everybody noticed or whatever, but it's been men coming out lately saying that they have been abused. I don't know about everybody else, but I've already been on to that. Here's the thing. As I said once, I'm not a candidate at all of abuse. I don't think it should be on either men or women, but men shouldn't get abused either. And I've been watching things and I've been seeing things and I've been seeing men, you know, get hit too, get abused too, and it's not right because as soon as we see a man hit a woman, we're like casting him to the stone. You know what I mean? And it's like it's not ridiculous because he should be cast, but it should go both ways. I don't see why. What's the difference in that? But I don't know. I do think like it's like how people play certain parts. People be like, "Oh yeah, men should do this or women should do that." So if that's the case, play that part. You know what I mean? Like literally, like play that part. I got my nail machine and all that, and I cannot wait. My lashes, my nails, and just be like, "Hey y'all," but it's okay. I'll keep my knotlesses in and I'll just rock it out. In the mail. I don't like waiting for stuff in the mail. So yeah, it's crazy. I just got out of a nice shower, you guys. I got them just like chill. But I'm like, I just had to come and do this video. Like, I just had to because it's like, it's so many people. And then like due to the COVID or whatever, you have people that's forced to stay around their abuser. You know what I'm saying? And then like my thing is this. I know everybody's like, oh, they have the anxiety, the depression thing. I mean, that's like I said, it seems like a wave. Like everybody's like, that's the thing to say. Um, but people that have disabilities or I feel like here's the thing. I feel like if someone's claiming to really have like a psychological problem, you should be tested. Your brain should be tested. You should be tested. Your medulla, everything should be straight up tested. That's my thing, because I feel like there's a lot of people. No, I know there's a lot of people claiming to have this and that to be able to get away with certain activities. You know what I'm saying? I think that's wrong. I think it's against the law. And I think it's just like pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. So I'm not saying I don't, I definitely understand, and I definitely can understand people that really has, situations and problems. But for the ones who just want to claim to fame to have something, I have no sympathy for that because it's cowardly. Like who, like okay, yeah, everybody have anxiety and depression, but who don't have depression here and there? As a child, you have depression. You can't get what you want. You can't get a candy bar. You're depressed. You're 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the one for like, and I get a little bit upset about it because, like I said, it's like, to me, it's like twerking. Everybody's catching the fame with that. Oh, I have anxiety. I have depression. Like, okay, we get it. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't justify your behavior, your intentions, the way you carry yourself. You know what I mean? Well, I need the ladies' edges down. But it's okay. Um, yeah. So, yeah, it really doesn't. Like, it really doesn't. Like, I'm just not here for it. Um, I'm definitely going to come back with more videos and talk to you guys about this stuff is real good. Like this, yeah. What is it? Total hydration. I have the warm new chapstick. I love a good lip, but you know, I love a good lip. I mean, it just adds a little bit of tint, but a little healthy moisturization. You know, like a nightcap. Yeah. So how do you need to help me take out my knotless braids? But in like, serious and I despise abuse. I despise it. I hate it. I don't like it. I think it's weak. Now, defending yourself, I'm all here for that. Like I'm all here for that. Like I was always taught by, you know, my queen, my mom, RP soul, my grandmother, RP soul, the people that love me, to defend myself. So I'm truly blessed with that. Like I know how to defend myself, but the whole abusive thing, like I'm against that. I'm against that. I mean, because it's like the borderline of bullying and things like that, and it just seems like even when people do it, that abuse people, it's like you do it to people that's either smaller than you or weaker than you. Even if they're bigger than you, they're weaker than you. You know that you can do that. And that's the weak shit about it. Like I can't feel sorry for people that says I'm gonna do a video on that on about people that because that's my era about the brain and stuff like that's my thing. So I'm gonna do a video about people about the whole depression thing and I'm bipolar, I'm schizophrenic, and like I said, there are people who brains are tested and literally yes they're missing something in medulla. Okay, cool, that's something wrong. But then there's people who's claiming the fame and brain has never been tested to literally prove that this is what's wrong with them, and this is what the state or the government is classifying them as, and it is untrue, and they're out here doing harm to people. And trust me, I know. Like, people could say what they want about how they feel or how she feel like she know about all this. Because one, I study it too. I'm in situations with stuff that occurs like that, and trust me, I know. And any given time, anybody wants to confront me on it, we could, because I'm so serious about it. It's a lot of people out here that's being harmed and abused by people who are so called have disabilities, but their brain has never been tested to say like, okay, yeah, they're missing parts of their brain, or something's not functioning right. It's just, okay, this is what we labeled them as, and this is where we're going to go past. So, and they can get away with spam wham thank you man, because no, that's not right. They should be locked up, put away, and stop the abusing this. They get drunk or whatever, or can't control that. Now it's adding to the so-called disability that they have. And even if that's the case, Let me come down. Here's the thing. Even if that's the case and someone may have a real disability, we're checking the brain and all that other stuff, where are the procedures on literally removing this person off the street? And I don't care how nobody feel about that. I say that because if you see through a history of someone who we tested the brain, we see, okay, yeah, this person really has an issue. Okay, we let them go, we let them live a life, we let them da 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 da. We're watching over them, but yet there's still situations where there's dangerous situations that they keep doing. So when is enough and is enough? Even to the point where they hurt someone and take someone's life, and that's still not enough, because that how is that fair to the rest of the community? That's not fair. There should be policies put in place for people who so-called have these disabilities that's uncontrollable. I see it consistently, right? Consistently, they they're controlling their stuff. Hell, sometimes I go through stuff. Everybody else go through stuff, depression, anxiety, whatever. But we can't just all act out and just start beating each other up or hurting each other. Like, where would the world be? Then, when everyone does it, then it'll be a problem. But if what is it, 30% do it, it doesn't. What happened when that 30% keeps reaching everybody else and it gets wider and it's it just, oh, he has to take at least 5 people live before we actually move in on him. He has to have a freezer full of chopped up bodies, heads chopped off, eating penises or whatever for us to actually make a move on. Why does it always have to get to the extent before somebody actually come in and do something before it gets to the 11th body, the 21st body? Like, why? And then you let these people tell stories about they start writing books. I don't understand it. Like like I said, I watch people that miss limbs. They don't have their little, but they don't have their limbs, and I see them, doing things, doing hair, cooking it, and it amazes me, and I can relate to those people in a way because as a female, I go through things. Anybody, you want to change your body, not change your body, feel your body, understand we get it, but at the end of the day, that does not give you a right to go out there and do things because you're claiming to have, oh, I'm going through something, so that gives you a right. That makes no sense. I feel like I said, those people are claiming to be having something done with their brain. We watched them. You watch them. And if they're consistently messing up every year, every 6 months, and they're doing something, da 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 da, whatever the case may be, and like I said, a lot to do with the problem is the system and money. Things cost money. They feel like, well, who's gonna come and watch them? They're grown. This is not diapers. I know how the system thinks. I know. I use this. Okay. I know how the system thinks, so I get it. They're grown. Who's gonna watch them? But then, why do people have to suffer? Because nobody. They should be in a facility. Period. A facility to where they can't do no harm. You don't watch them. Okay, we don't watch them, but they're collecting records. This person's collecting record, and you look on a record and you see, okay, this person claims the fame to have some type of thing. After 3 strikes, they should be in a facility. That's it. Why is it continuously letting their behavior go or letting them go? Okay, it's okay to do things to certain people because no, even if, and like I said, even if they come from the state, the government, the army, okay, I understand people do certain things for the country, and I respect that. I don't know why you do. I know you say you have your family here, so I respect that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the people too. But I'm saying for anybody that needs help, I don't care if you come from the army or anything. If you need help to the point where literally like your brain is not too functioning, or you're having these, you're taking it out on your wife, you're taking it out on your kids. You want them to go through that? You want to whoop their ass? Like, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Do us all a favor and put yourself in a place where you can do no harm. Because out on the street, you're doing a lot of harm, and it's like it's okay because this person to claim to have something, and half of these people who claim to have something, have they ever had tests on their brain? Have we ever really said, okay, yeah, they're missing this part, like how we do on actual psychopaths, or we're not doing that because why not? Why not? How can we sit here and label people and based off of like, okay, I get that, and if that's the case, if you guys, before you do label somebody as schizophrenic, bipolar, whatever the case may be, you do tests on their brain. If you know that that's what's wrong with their brain, and you see they're collecting records, that's what they're doing. They're abusing their wives. Their wives coming into the precinct, the kids or whatever they mean. How do you not remove that? How is it okay for that to keep occurring? Okay, then we have the women who are with men who abuse them. I mean, look, I feel like this. If you have children or people who love you that you're crying to about it, you're talking to about it, understand that you're hurting them too. Understand that when you're being slapped, they're being slapped too. Oh no, they're not. They're not being slapped. They're not going to, they are, because when you're calling them and you're crying to them, and not saying that they don't want to hear it, not saying that they're not there for you, or they're against you, or they're just like tired of it. That's not ever the case. Trust me, I know. But understand that they're feeling the pain as well as you feeling the pain, because they love you that much. They love you way more than that other person that's smacking you, busting your lip. Like, I don't understand it. And if you're alone and you don't have family, you want to allow that person to send you, don't allow that person to send you to the grave. Some people don't know. Some things just happen. It's like rape. Sometimes you can walk down the street, you can be snatched up, you can be raped, you don't know. I'm not talking about that. That's completely understandable. Completely understandable. That's when a wise woman once told me, when you feel like, when someone's attacking you for your life. You're gonna know that. Anyone's gonna know that. That's when you fight for your life, no matter what. No matter what, no matter how it turns out, you fight for your life. You understand what I'm saying? So I completely understand that part. But I'm talking about people who actually have a choice. Who actually, this is not the first time he bust your lip, but it's the eighth time. Just thicker blood and a bigger fracture. This is not the first time he blacked your left eye, but it's the ninth time, and it's both eyes this time with a busted nose. It's like and the abuse and the bruises last more longer than the actual happy moments in a relationship. You can't get to the next happy moment because by then you'll have another black eye there. So even when you're happy, you're sitting there with a black eye. Even when you're sitting there drinking or you're smoking that blunt, you got a bloody nose. It still hurts. Even when you're having sex with him, you can still feel that fraction when he hits you in your jaw and he's kissing it and it still hurts. You can't say because if you say he gonna get angry at you and hit you again. Let me tell this story one day that I seen. Just a little quick little story. There was this girl, and we were at her boyfriend's house, and I lived next door, and I knew her boyfriend. Um, like sort of from like a family member type thing, whatever the case may be. And she like knew my sister, so we was like kicking it. And um, her boyfriend was abusing her. I heard about it, but I was a teenager. I heard about it, but it didn't happen in front of me, so it was like I didn't know about it. You know what I mean? Um, was that stupid of me? No, because even if I hear today and to this very day that If I meet a woman and I'm hearing through the grapevine that okay, she's getting abused or whatever the case may be, but I don't physically see it. If I physically see it, I will let her know, like, look, I can't deal with that. But if I don't see it, I'll kick it with her because I'm not going to judge her based off of what this, what he say, she say. Back to the story. So, um, this particular day, we were up in there chilling, doing what teenagers do, getting litty, turning up, and I don't know what happened, but we were talking about something, and he came in there. Her boyfriend came in there, and he like popped her jaw, like he tussled her, but it was like more like in like an abusive tussle. You get what I'm saying? Like you could tell like it was like an angry like tussle, but like at that time I didn't like I didn't really like get it, but I knew like he was hurting her. So um I immediately like I'm the type of person where I don't care what's going on. If I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna make a move. Like I'm gonna be out, something, whatever. Like I'm not here for that. I don't sit. I like even at when I was a teenager, I'm not gonna sit there and see something going on and I'm just like I'm out of it. No, I'm going. That's me. So I instantly got up. I'm like a cat. My back hunched up. So he's instantly stopped and he was like, "Oh no, no, no. I was just da-da-da." And she instantly started crying and she's like, so he walked away and she's like, "Oh, you popped my jaw, you popped my jaw, you hurted me, or whatever." So I'm like, I'm about to go and she's giving me like the girlfriend look like, like girl, da da da, like it's okay. And I'm like, I'm giving her the girlfriend look back, like, girl, it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you say you joking or not. You sitting here crying and saying he probably, it don't sound like a joke. But he was looking at me like he came in and he felt as though you was showing off and he tussled you and he really wanted to do more than tussle you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the point where like, sis gotta go. So, long story short, as I'm going out the door, because I'm like, look, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with this. You know what I'm saying? I hear her crying and crying. I hear him come out the bathroom. Okay, he like, shut the fuck up. If I beat you the fuck up, like literally, like that's me saying up. She like, oh, but you did it to my jaw and hurt. And he's like, I said I was fucking sorry. Shit, like really, like going in on her. So it was like ass whooping time for me. And here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Not then, not now, no future, no present, no day, no night, no history. Shall it be ass whooping time for her? She knew I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it was all good for me. Long story short, like 10 minutes later, I'm in the house with big sister and them. Girl done came next door, running next door, talking about girl, he trying to hurt me. Running next door, we let it in. He came through, homie's about to whoop his ass, chasing down the street. I can go on. Okay. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is it's different kinds of abuse. You have people like how he tried to play it. Oh, I was just playing with her. That was not playing. You could spin that to me because you see me hunch up like a cat, and I'm like, I'm not with that. Now, if I was sitting there like, oh, okay, do her in, like, you probably would have continued to get your rocks off and thinking you can do that to her. But when you see me like, oh, I'm not with that, then you like, oh, okay, yeah. No, it's no yeah. Because you tried that over here. I'm going to calm down. Okay? All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, do not, do not, women, we are strong and we're worthy, you know? Um, oh, I like this little tent. But no, seriously, here's the thing. Let me give shout outs to like chicks like Lorena Bobbitt. Okay. Who else? Who else can I think about? I don't even want to say chicks, I'm gonna give them woman status, because if I'm saying chicks, I'll be talking about my TTs and all that. So I'm gonna say women. Women like Lorena Bobbitt. Women like Tina Turner. Those are the only two I can think of so far, but there's plenty more. There's so much, plenty more women. And even shout out to the women who made abusive movies and rebelled against the dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those, you know what I'm saying? Because those are very inspirational. And I say that because you have, women out here who literally, oh, I cannot wait. I got my little nail machine right here. I cannot wait because y'all understand. Like she's the slayer in that. But anyway, I'm saying COVID. But anyway, so it's just like every time I talk and I look at my nails, I'll just be missing them. But um, so the reason why I say shout out to those women is because from watching and reading and knowing about them, like I know people joke and say little things like, "Oh, I do this," or "Why let me know I do all this other stuff," but you know what I'm saying. Understand that those women were extremely strong, just like my mother, just like my queen. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. my mother's soul. Extremely strong, and I just feel like people joke about stuff like that, but it's real, and their pain is nothing to joke about. And if you're gonna say it for standing up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't say it like as a joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say it for standing up for yourself. Like you know what I'm saying, that you're empowered by those women. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know for a long time people was making jokes about certain things and still doing to this day. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. When kids get abused, some of them turn up and to be the abuser. You know, we've seen a lot of them in jails getting book deals and stupid stuff like that. Out here today, have and currently being with women and abusing their child. Like it's like that's what I mean by so many different types of abuse. Like you have people who be with people and then let them start abusing their child. I don't get that. I don't understand that. And neither does the kids. I'm like, for real. Like seriously, like you like it like I know this probably sound real fucked up to some people, but I really don't give a fuck. But this is me speaking for the kids. It's one thing to let somebody whoop on your ass and you be okay with that. But to put your children through it is fucking ludicrous. They didn't ask for that person to be a part of their life. I'm sure that they didn't. I'm sure they was good with him nor without. Okay? So to allow that to happen to you, and that's what you want because you want to love that person, why allow that for your kids? That's not right. That's stupid. Then you have your kids that grow up to do it to other people because they seen you been treated like that. They're like all messed up. Like the cycle continues. Like I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna do a face with y'all, but it's late night and I just got out the shower. I'm not doing a face. Just moisturize. And then when I get off here with you guys, I'm gonna moisturize my arms and do my body, and then I'm gonna go right on the road and catch some TV. Yeah. So let me see if I have one of my poems in my book. Hold on. Let me go to my studio. Let's see if we can do a poem. A poem. We have heard my poem book. Because I be yapping, yapping. I always got something to say. Uh, so let me pick out a poem. But like I was saying though, abuse is crazy. It's crazy. And it's not just in people's homes. It's everywhere. Like I said, the schools, hospitals, it's in the entertainment world, it's in acting world, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay. I just feel like which poem do I want to read? I just feel like everyone just take precaution. Take precaution, you know. If you feel like someone's trying to abuse you physically and mentally, and then some people are like, well, I don't know the signs, or I didn't know. And at first, I didn't know that this person was going to do this. And that's completely understandable. You meet somebody and you might not know. No one's saying that you're psychic, but no one can say that there's not red flags of an individual. You can wear that mask, but so long. Everybody knew that. You know, like you can wear the mask, but so long. Eventually, it has to come off. And I say this: if you get the red flags and you see that this person is continuously lie and they're starting to manipulate you and tell you what you can and can't do and their anger is you'll see the signs. You just have to really pay attention and do something about them or choose to walk through the fire. I don't know, are these new rules? I think I read. Here's the thing. So I've been actually doing some other writing on some stuff I'll tell you guys about. So I haven't honestly been in my poem book. I just been like writing stuff down. Like when I get back to the YouTube, when I get back, this is what I want to talk about, some topics and stuff like that. But I haven't been writing anything down in my poem book because I've been writing on something else that I will tell you guys about. I don't want to tell you guys about it right now, but eventually I will tell you guys about it. Let me just say this, you know, I'm happy with myself because, you know, I don't know. I just feel like I've always been like I can do it like myself type of girl, you know, but ever since this COVID, I've been like trying to open up and stuff. I haven't freaking opened it up. And I just been doing like lots of things kind of on my own, you know? Like my biggest accomplishment is like my I still like sometimes go to the shop to get my lashes done, or if I like do the strips. But my biggest accomplishment is because I transform like my nails thing, like I keep telling you guys about. But I'm so excited about that because I've always like if you know on my IG page or like or anything I love like my nails things. But ever since the COVID, I've been like I just have not been like let's just say I'm really like doing like everything myself. So I've been like ordering lots of stuff in the mail and it's like I'm just so like can't wait for it to come or whatever. Um but I'm proud of myself because I'm not gonna be able to hold out, not going back, not doing this, doing everything myself. And I've always been able to do it myself, but like I kinda spoil myself a little bit. So it's like I'll be like, well, I'm gonna do it myself, I'm gonna go. But now like due to this COVID things, I'm like, okay, I have to get back to like and I have no problem with it because it's actually been like if I'm sitting there and I'm like now I just keep them clean and like cut and real pretty. If you can tell that they're pretty from here, I don't even have to get it close up, but until my stuff comes through the mail. But I'm proud of myself because like literally like it gives me more time to think. Like if I'm just regular cleaning, I'm like, I can't wait till my stuff comes. Da, da, da. I'm like thinking about like topics and I'm thinking about like life and I'm like people need to know this. But But like I said, I do my videos and I talk about the stuff I talk about because I want people to get inspiration and understand that I understand on different aspects of life. If it's from a business side to wanting to be a boss to, in a spot where you don't know where you want to go in life, like, yeah, like I've been there. And I think that's what I love about myself because I can relate um to the people so much and I'm so real. Like we'll do a video. I'm always saying we'll do more videos, but we'll do a video where I'm talking about myself and it's like I'll do like a I guess I'll do like a video about myself and I'll have like someone real close to me interview me and I'll answer questions that I think people will want to know. But until then I'll keep you guys guessing. But I seriously, once again, I know I always say this a lot. I will continue to say it. I do this. I'm a woman with many hats, but I do this YouTube page in the loving memory of my mom, Cocoa Powder. She was a YouTuber. She loved this YouTube stuff, and I will continue to do it. I will continue to give my advice, my viewpoints of life, and the things that I'm seeing seriously, and just like look. I talk about topics like abuse and stuff because I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it when you like. I know people like, what do you mean? Like this person saying they really love them or they feel like they can leave. I've seen it. I get it. I get it. So I like to talk about like topics like that because I hope it helps somebody. And abuse is not love. Anyone out there that being abused right now, literally, mentally, physically, um, he's not physically hitting you, but he's always calling you names, right? Or he is hitting you and calling you names. That's not love. And even if you know that's not love, because I know some people are like, well, I know that's not love. I'm just going to do it because of this or because of that. Just think about this. I know you're saying that you're going through it because of this and because of that, right? Whatever reason. Is that reason worth your life? I'm not saying just take your life because you're getting abused. You might as well. But you'll let someone else take it like it was theirs. I'm not saying better you take your own life than them, but if they hit you that wrong way, and even if you say, well, I'm not getting hit, I'm not getting hit. My brain is just getting what I'm getting name called. Imagine what that can do to other people around you. You go places and they're disrespecting you. You're in your home and you're doing the best you could or you're trying and you're always getting disrespected. That can physically take you down just like it can physically take you down because then you have so much low self-esteem. You can't tell me 24 hours of the day someone's calling you names or something like that and just putting you down 24/7 that you're just like, oh, I'm perfectly fine. Lies. And it seems like some people, what I don't understand is I want to say this as well. Some people get abused and you can have anger towards everyone else, but except your abuser. I don't understand that. It's like some people that get abused, they have anger for someone step on your shoe, you're quick to fight them. You quick to yell at the kids. You're quick to do all this other stuff, but the person that's abusing you get none of that action. The action just bypasses them. It goes to everybody else except for the person who's whooping your ass. Like I just, guys. I know I sometimes I gotta laugh. I'm getting so angry because it just it blows me. It blows me. It blows me. It blows the children. It blows the people that loved you. And it's crazy because you have some people that also say, well, just because I'm getting abused, that doesn't mean I had to, show some respect, but anyway. Just because I'm getting abused, that doesn't mean that I don't have respect for myself. Oh my gosh. I'm like, then what does it mean? I'm like, I'm not a sugarcoater. I mean, if it doesn't mean that, then what does it mean? What does it mean? Unless you're like, you want to claim to say you're a freak and you enjoy that, someone mentally or physically abusing you. I don't know one person in this world who shed blood and is okay with someone mentally or physically whooping their ass. I don't know one person. Not the person that's getting abused and not the abuser. I don't know one person. Yeah. I know sometimes like it might seem as if nobody gets it or you're alone. Because trust me, I'm one for that. I felt like that sometimes. But understand that even if you go and get help, right? You have to find the strength within yourself. Or it can happen again. That's the only reason why I say that. We've been in here on here for like an hour, guys, and you guys know I just got out the shower and I want to go lay up. Like, no, seriously, I do. But no, it's okay though. That doesn't mean I don't have time to share some love about my viewpoints on life and being abused. Um, nor a man or a woman should be abused, mentally nor physically. Um, it's not okay. It doesn't just affect you, it affects people who truly love you. You know, they cry when you cry, they hurt when you hurt. Um, they do. Um, the people that are getting abused, understand this. No one is like, oh, you're a bad person. Because sometimes when people speak to people, and that's a little another story for another day. Sometimes when people speak to people, people be like, oh, well, they get so offensive. You know, they feel like, oh, this person is, think they know it all, or they're coming on a little strong. So it makes someone, it's like, for that person who really cares about you, it's like, well, what do you expect me to do? Just be okay with it? Just be like, okay, well, this is happening and not, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that, like, nobody's saying it's your fault, you know. But I would say this though, if you have a chance, get away, get away. Um, because if you stay, I don't even need to tell you what's gonna happen again because it happened already plenty of times to you. And I'm not trying to offend you, and I'm not even joking when I say it, but it's the truth. Like, you know how some people say, well, if you stay, you know it's gonna. I don't need it. There's no need because we all know where it's gonna go. If it's not 1 week later, 2 months later, 6 months later, a year later, it will. Especially if you know it's been a consistent thing. That's my thing. If that being mental or physically. And the people who love you, you're not alone. It affects everyone else. When they see you crying and they're listening to you in the other room, it's nothing but pain. Sometimes when someone's getting abused, kids, and their parent is getting abused, the child will kill themselves. The child will kill themselves. Or if the child feel like I'm not making mom or dad happy, and they don't even have to be abused, but they feel like they're not doing enough for mom or dad, the child will kill themselves. We gotta think about these children. You know, a beautiful singer woman once sung a song and said they are the future. I believe that because y'all old asses ain't. It's like I can't with myself, but like seriously, seriously. So I'm gonna end this live. Um, like I said, abuse comes in all shape, ways, and forms. And as for like government abuse or cops abuse, all I have to say to that is, and people that's like, have, well, think they have the power or whatever the case may be, based off of what they believe or think, um, just be careful because when things start happening to you and your family, and abuse start happening to you and your family, then just tread lightly, tread lightly. Take your honor or your oath seriously, or get out the game. Get out the game, Go do something else, flip a burger or something. But don't do that. It's not right, because there's a lot of crooked things going on, abuse that's going on, people killing and getting away with murders and all this stuff because they feel like they're with the law or they have the government by their side. But one thing that the law and the government can't stop is well they know what they can't stop. I don't need to say it, right? Right? You know, all I'm saying is like we all know it's a saying of what goes around comes around, right? That we'll take that old saying and throw that out there. We'll put it like that. So you guys have families. That's all I'm saying. Just think about it. Like you guys, and even if you don't, you love yourself, right? You don't want yourself that stuff. Just like some of the stuff that happens to these people out here, and it's abuse. Imagine if you were in that shoes, but you do whatever in your power to not to not let that happen. If it's from making moves, talking to whoever, praying or slaying, doing all this type of stuff that you do, I'll sip to that to let it not happen to you. You can't win because you didn't ever win then, and you're not gonna win now. It may seem like it, but look at what is here, what's going on. You know. So all I'm saying is just understand, and if you can't understand, don't abuse. Don't abuse what you don't understand. Don't manipulate. Don't try to hurt what you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Just let it be. Let it be. Because it does nobody no good. So I'm gonna hop off this live, you know, and I'm gonna I'm gonna just say this. Just like with religions and gay people, there's abuse there too. You know, people want to abuse people's religions and disrespect, and people want to abuse gay people and disrespect. Um, my thing is this: everyone have their different creators or who they their different religions and all that other stuff. But If you feel like you met your your creator in the flesh, good for you. But don't abuse people because of your belief. I mean, to me, you're not God. If you feel like you met your God, you good. You feel like he was a man or woman that was on you, and he said, "Okay, yeah." But all of a sudden, the book says the book. That's your book. That's your book. You have you bought. Everybody don't believe in your this and your that and your religion and all that. And I say that because, just like I said in my other videos, I grew up multiple religions, and I don't give what nobody says. And what I mean by that is what I just said. There was points in time in my life where I was multiple religions, from taking my shahada to being Christian. You understand what I'm saying? So I say that to your belief is your belief. And there's a lot of people that want to talk about everything else. I have no problem. When we get down to the religion and government and racism, that's a touchy spot. I don't give a damn about a touchy spot. Let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about shit that actually matters. Okay, and like that matters. And I just feel like that's abuse too, because you have people who disrespect and da 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 because they feel like they don't want to, they don't understand, or they care less to understand, and that's okay. But don't abuse other people that may be Christian or maybe Muslim or may just don't even believe in no type of religion. Period. It's so funny how so many people claim stuff about their religion, how peaceful it is and how loving it is, but it babbles me of how the things that goes on in it, or the people that stand. Oh, you can't walk in here with this on or that hat, but yet the whole deacons wearing hats, the whole Christian ladies is wearing hats. So like, what's the difference? Who are you to say this, that, and third? Were you there? That's my biggest thing. You can, okay. I'm a book studier. I'm a book reader. I love all of that stuff. But one of the things I say is, were you there? I mean, the most we can do is read a book and go off a word. But you got to get deeper and beyond that. That's another day, another story. I don't I'm good with that. But like I said, go deeper and beyond just that book and what people say. And all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, don't abuse people's stuff. That's abuse too. That's a form of abuse too. It's bullying. It's abuse. It's. If you don't understand it, leave it alone. There's a lot of things that people out here do not understand, but you don't see them going after every day. You might not understand pig feet or why people eat it, but are you chasing everybody that eat pig feet? Are you DMing them and bothering them and say, "Oh, you know, you're not"? Like, it's weird, it's stupid, and it's pathetic. Like I said, I'm all for sticking up for yourself, but let's not be abusive. I can't say that talking or saying certain stuff is abusive. I can't say, because my queen once told me everyone's gonna talk. Well, as you live and when you die, they're still gonna talk. It's fucked up. People say fucked up shit. Trust me, I've seen it. People don't care if you're passed away or alive; they're still gonna say fucked up shit. But people are gonna talk. So when it comes down to people's words, that is a form of abuse as well too. Because you have some people who will get talked about so much that they will change themselves, will feel like they have to do something so much just because they've been talked about so much. And then when they do something, it's something else to be said. But that's when I keep telling people that are being abused in all shape, way, and forms, you have to look within yourself. Because it is a problem if someone can say certain words and now you're doing certain things to please them, or that is a problem. It's a problem. And I get it. Sometimes you love a person and you want to please them and you want everyone to be happy and all that other stuff. But true happiness starts within. It starts within, it ends within. And once you're happy inside, you can give happiness to others, and you'll know how to, keep your happiness to yourself, where you won't let anyone interfere that, no matter what they say or what they do. Because if we can't at least do anything about, we should do something about the physical. We should at least work on the mental first. Well, both of them. It's both 50-50. It does definitely go 50-50. So it might be hard because that's two things to deal with: physically and mentally, but your physical and your mental is worth anything, is more worth anything in this world. Your physical and your mental. Because without your physical and your mental, what are you? What are those people? A mushroom. What is it? What is it? When you're I can't think of it right now. I'm sleepy. When you know your brain is going to, when you have no physical and mental, there's no money. There's no thinking for yourself. There's no function. There's no I'm gonna go out and have fun. There's nothing. So when your physical and your mental is being abused, you're non-existent. And I'm gonna leave it on that. You're non-existent. So let's not allow someone or something to make your mental and your physical non-existent. Because once that happens, so we're being on here for an hour. That was my piece. Okay, so now I'm gonna go, you guys, and I'm going to spray my hair. I'm gonna spray my braids before I go to bed, and I'll probably make me some tea. Look at this skin. You see this skin? Like when, like, see, I will be up here getting it going with y'all. When I ain't stressed, this skin be beautiful, but I'm like a real woman, child. I get distressed and I'll be like, but I be getting together, and that's why I be trying to be silky smooth. I ain't got on no makeup, y'all. Nothing. Just got out the shower like, doop. All right, you guys. So I see you guys with the next video. I will make sure I will have a poem that I didn't see anything, and I don't know if, like in my other videos, if I read some of them, so I don't really want to reread another one. So I'll make sure to write a couple of new ones. But like I said, I'm writing other stuff as well, so it's like, you know what I mean. And the next video we'll talk about. I'll let you guys know. I'm not going to tell you this time. I'll let you guys know and surprise you guys when I come back. Um, so have sweet dreams or beautiful nightmares. Later. You know.